Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Our studio for today is the Houston Area Food Bank, which has been such a valuable source to so many people who are struggling just to put food on the table. Obviously, things like going out to dinner is off the table for so many people who are having some financial difficulties. But our next guest says that might not be the case, and she has something that might help you to still go out and enjoy those times and have dinner together. And also, we are here with Brian Greene, the CEO of the Houston Area Food Bank, Katharine Shilcutt with Houstonia Magazine. Okay, we're going to get to how people can access some food, because as we mentioned, there are so many people on any given day who have what we call food insecurity, but especially more so now. All right, Katharine, we are a food city, and you have covered food for so long, but you found some great ways for people to still enjoy going out. And before we get to those, I want to ask you, as somebody who's been a food writer, the importance of and the joy of going out as a family, going out with friends and sitting down and eating dinner.
It's something universal across every culture, right? Isn't it? Breaking bread together, just sitting down and taking a little bit of time out and kind of taking a deep breath, assessing the day and coming together.
Yeah, but of course right now, a lot of people are like, we have no extra money for that, but you found a way to make it a little bit easier on the pocketbook.
Because thankfully, you know, we're a food town, but we're still a town where you can get a good meal for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So I rounded up a bunch of my favorites. Obviously, buffets are always a very classic way to go, all-you-can-eat buffets. Not every buffet is created equal, of course. Some of my favorites are actually in Gulfton. There's 2 pupusa buffets, which are like quesadillas on steroids, way better quesadillas, and they'll make them fresh right in front of you, and you can just gorge yourself for $8.
Wow.
Yeah. Another favorite is Thai Spice over in Rice Village, which is a long time standby. $10 lunch buffet. I mean, you really can't beat it, and you can just fill up on all kinds of great Thai food. And then at Mel's in Tomball, which is known for their fried catfish, they have an all-you-can-eat fried catfish and popcorn shrimp night every Friday.
I love that all-you-can-eat thing.
And it's only $13, and that's a lot of catfish and shrimp that you can get yourself for $13. And then across the city, all the Maggiano's, this is not an all-you-can-eat deal, but it's like a, here's some more to eat with you.
Yeah, because this is the one where I've been there, and they go, okay, after you order, then they say, all right, then there's a dish that you get to take home for free.
Right.
And you're like, wait, what's the catch here? They goes, there's no catch. You get to take home a whole nother meal.
Yes.
So when you go out to eat, just divide the cost in half on what you did, because you're taking home a whole nother meal.
And they're such huge portions anyway.
So
I mean, you could
you
make
get
2 or 3 meals out of it. Yeah, exactly. And speaking of places where you can get 2 or 3 portions out of meals, another favorite is Fajita Flats, where you can get like this huge pork chop meal to feed 2 or 3 people for $10. I mean, obviously fajitas are a popular item at Fajita Flats, but the other grilled dishes feed just as many people and for a little bit less money often. And then Al Seal, which is this amazing Lebanese chicken place over in Briar Meadow. They have a deal every day of the week. You can go in, you get a whole roasted chicken plus rice and a salad for $14, and you can feed a family of 4.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
really
and
good
then,
deal.
Even places like Luby's, the old standby Luby's, right?
Yes, the old standby Luby's. Kids eat for free at Luby's. I think a lot of people don't know this. Every Wednesday and Saturday after 11 a.m.
What determines a kid?
12 and under is a kid, according to Luby's.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
My son's going to be 12 years old now. No, but that's what's good. And there are lots of restaurants out there that have kind of the kids eat for free, or at least at a reduced price. And the other thing not to forget is we have such big portions in most all of our restaurants, to look at a dish that you can split.
Yes.
I know the Perry's pork chop can be split in all kinds of ways.
All kinds of ways. You can eat on that one for days. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, here at the food bank, families can come and get food where they can eat for days. And the great thing about this is that they get that food for free, so they can lift that worry about where their next meal is going to come from.
Yeah, it's kind of like at the other end of the spectrum. Now, one of the nice things, and as we think about recovery for Houston, is you know, if you can, please go out and eat. Those waiters, the cook staff, and everybody, you know, you're helping the city recuperate. The more we're just getting back to life as normal. And that's one of the things we're trying to do at the food bank, is help for the families who have been hit by the hurricane, where they've had a big economic loss. For some families, they're going to be able to sustain that loss pretty readily. For a lot of families, though, that's something that's going to be difficult for them to get over. What we don't want is for the kids to go hungry in the meantime. But also, can we help with the food expenses so that they can be plowing their money into getting that car back up, or whatever they need to do? So we're collecting food literally from all over the country. We are distributing out through a network. We've got about 210 disaster relief normal agencies, plus about 60 temporary ones. You go to our website, houstonfoodbank.org, look for your zip code. There's the sites that are serving that neighborhood. and go get some help to help you get on your feet.
Yeah, and people who aren't familiar with this, because there are a lot of folks who are coming into the fold who never thought they would need the help here, but that's the great thing about all the food drives that we do. When you contribute, you never know, you might be on the receiving end of that. But for people who don't know, the kind of food you're getting is the kind of food that any of us would eat. It's not like you're getting some kind of leftover craziness.
Yeah, so even when we're pulling from other food drives around the country, we're asking the other Feeding America food banks to host that so that they're not sending us stuff that we don't want.
Yeah.
So there'll be dry staple items, the kind of stuff you'd have in your pantry, plus because this is the largest produce food bank in the country, we distribute 3+ tractor trailer loads of produce a day as it is. We are also including produce, fresh produce like handheld fruits and vegetables, to try and keep that as healthy as possible, what you're getting. So we think you're going to like what you get. It is the donations we are able to get, so you're going to need to be a little bit flexible, but we're not going to be passing out garbage.
Yeah, nutrition-dense, food, nutrient-dense food, I should say. The other thing is it works because obviously we have those donations, but it also works because you have volunteers who come in here, and we've talked, all this week about the fact that a lot of people who are kind of dealing with some tough stuff right now, or even there have been people who have survivor's guilt, or people who didn't go through the storm. They're like asking, what can we do? This is one of the things you can do right here at the food bank, is become a volunteer.
Yeah, and it's an ongoing opportunity, and we think of it as an opportunity because people, they generally like to make a difference. And what we offer is the opportunity to register on our website, houstonfoodbank.org, choose your shift, come in. We've got a great crew of volunteers and staff who lead the volunteer work crews. You'll be working, could be with 20 people, you might be working with 200 people at a time. They organize you into work teams, and you're doing the sorting, the boxing, whatever it takes, the meal production, whatever it takes to get food out to your neighbors in need. You have a great time, and you're going to get a lot done.
All right. Thank you two very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, obviously for children, if you get them back into their routine, that's one of the things that helps them kind of find their center and kind of calm down. But for those kids who are in sports, what happens to them when they lost their uniform, they lost their equipment? We'll tell you who stepped up to solve that problem next.